What is more terrifying? The idea that there is an endless everything, or the idea that there's an endless nothing? Before we start, do me a quick favor and leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment. Now, let's get moving. Xemnas is extremely intriguing for a couple of reasons, and those reasons are mainly his design, the answers he provides, the character dynamics he has, his abilities, and his conclusion. But to hop right into it, let's talk about that fantastic design. It's a further extension of what Ansem was, and thus a further extension of what Xehanort was, but in a completely different way. You can assume the two are related by simply looking at them, but the dynamic that they provide as Heartless and Nobody is intriguing because he's one of the few nobodies that looks completely different from his original state, while at the same time looking completely different from his Heartless state. It's a really interesting design prospect, and you could argue that's because Nomura didn't know what he was going to be doing with Xemnas and Ansem at that time, but I'd still say he had a little bit of an inkling because of the secret ending of Kingdom Hearts 2. So his design, fantastic, and not to talk of his vocal work. His vocal work is amazing. Paul St. Peter did a fantastic job bringing Xemnas to life. And the second thing that Xemnas does so amazing is the answer he provides. The question of what happens to the body when the heart fades away was prevalent as early as Kingdom Hearts 1, but the answer Xemnas provides us is so much more interesting than the ones that you could think of. Oh, the body just dies. Oh, the body doesn't matter. The body will stay there till the heart returns. It's almost an answer of all three with Xemnas, because Xemnas is nothing, and nothing is almost just as terrifying as whatever something that could have been left behind. And the idea that the nobodies can be sentient, they can organize, they can still be just as powerful and if not more dangerous than the Heartless due to this intelligence is what's amazing, but also terrifying to think about, especially with Xemnas' lofty ambitions of controlling Kingdom Hearts itself, and his ability to, in the first place. Even Ansem, the strongest Heartless we have ever seen, could not handle the full power of Kingdom Hearts, or even any of the power of Kingdom Hearts. But Xemnas wielded the fractured Kingdom Hearts with ease, and that's worrying, but very, very intriguing. The next major part to praise about Xemnas is his character dynamics, as they're all fantastic. He works amazingly with both Xion and Roxas in 358, acting as this ultimate power that looms over everything, that stands above all their relationships, all their friendships, all their work. It all falls to nothing before Xemnas. Then of course you have his own organization, which looks up to him and follows him, but out of a desire for their hearts back, and out of fear, Axel submitted to Xemnas the moment he threatened to turn him into a dust. Meanwhile, Axel was one of the strongest organization members, going out there and slaying multiple other ones, or being prepared to slay multiple other ones. But it didn't matter before Xemnas, because Xemnas had all the power. Nomura himself stated that even a full potential Roxas would fall before Xemnas, which is terrifying to think about because Roxas is arguably one of the strongest Keyblade wielders in the entire series. Then of course you have Xemnas' abilities, and wow, to think that you could do so much with nothing at all, because the way Xemnas sort of exists as this almost omnipresent threat with all of his abilities. He can wield all the abilities of his fellow organization members. He chose to not use a Keyblade, even though he very easily could have summoned No Name. He has the ethereal blades that he can summon on command. He wields darkness to a masterful degree alongside nothingness. And depending on how you interpret the white tendrils he summons, those could also be tendrils of light, meaning he has control over the entire spectrum of powers within the Kingdom Hearts world. And it makes him one of the most interesting characters to simply watch when fighting. because he can literally do pretty much whatever he wants, because he's the exact opposite of everything that exists. He is the pinnacle of nothingness, and that alone is amazing. And of course, the final thing we have to address is that conclusion. The conclusion is very short, very simple, and honestly, I sort of wish that it was Roxas there instead of Sora, but I still think it's appropriate. Xemnas, for so long, felt nothing. He used his words and he had a plan, but truly, he felt nothing because he was nothing. But sadly, the moment he got a heart, the moment he began to feel, the first emotion he ever felt was loneliness. It's dark, and it's weird that you sort of feel bad for this character. This character who has done so much to harm others, but you feel bad for him because you know in the end, he really wasn't doing it for himself, because he couldn't really do anything for himself because he was nothing at all. And that existence really isn't an existence at all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoy Xemnas. I'm definitely going to do longer versions of these videos, but like I'm testing something with these type of story analysis videos, so that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off.